Hey, what's up, everybody? One moment while we finish getting set up here. Hey, and welcome in. Good afternoon. Today is September 28th, or not September, February 28th, 2026, and today is Saturday. I hope that you are having a great weekend so far and are looking forward to days off if you work on the weekday, or if you work on the weekends. Hope that you are taking care of yourself. I am DT Actual, and today we're going to talk about why people quit, why most people quit too early, and some of the areas that we're going to focus on, just to be kind of relatable. But really, a lot of these apply to other areas in life. But nevertheless, the four main ones I want to kind of discuss or help or hope that are relatable to you are fitness, career, and relationships, and streaming. And the last one is really just for me to kind of help relate to you and kind of how this works for me. So, why do people quit? Why do most people quit too early? Does anybody have any thoughts on that? One of the biggest things is that most people don't fail because they can't succeed. They fail because they quit in the boring middle. So what that means is, once the initial excitement and thrill has kind of worn off and you're in the weeds, the thick of it, and life sometimes gets hard, or your fitness goals kind of plateau, or your relationship goes a little stagnant, or just not as exciting as it was when you first started. These things always happen. They are inevitable, and they really kind of stir up the recipe for just giving up or trying to re-spark that either with someone else, or in a new job, or a new fitness routine or something like that, or they just give up altogether. So in fitness, for example, there's a lot of times a lot of delayed results um, that can just be discouraging. um, I guess before we get into fitness per se, got some sort of error messages here. Hmm. Interesting. Well, one of the reasons, or the main reason, that we are running a little bit behind today is because I believe my internet is experiencing some issues. So if you're seeing this, I may be a little bit choppy or something like that, and that is very unfortunate and frustrating, to say the least. So let me try to see what's going on here real quick. Yeah, I'm not really sure exactly what's going on, but I'm getting notifications that my stream is not very good quality, which is, like I said, frustrating to say the least. So if you're just tuning in and are checking it out or whatever, how does it look on your end? If anybody can chime in and let me know, I would appreciate it, because it looks like it's okay on one platform, but then the other platform is looking a little wishy-washy. Well, I guess we'll just keep going with it. I'm not sure what the deal is exactly. But guess we'll just kind of push on here. What is going on, everybody? Welcome in. If you're just joining in, I am trying to do a little bit of troubleshooting because I think I'm having some poor quality on one of the platforms that I'm outputting to. So I'm just gonna kind of take a second or a couple minutes to try to figure out what is going on, because I haven't really changed much of my settings and everything, but I think that my internet is having some issues. So I unfortunately am kind of at the mercy of them today. Well, I don't know, and I can't quite tell what's going on. I seem to be dropping tons of frames. Alright, well, we're just gonna go with it. We're just gonna wing it and kind of see what happens. If it works out well, great. If it doesn't, which is what it kind of looks like, then what can you do, right? So anyway, as I was saying, today's topic is all about why most people quit too early. And we're touching on topics such as fitness, careers, relationships, and a little more relatable topic for me, just streaming. So, why do people quit too early? Well, a lot of times it's because of delayed results, ego discomfort, a big one being boredom, comparison, and emotional fatigue. We romanticize the beginning and we glorify the end, but we underestimate the middle, which is many times the most challenging part. The middle is quiet, it's repetitive, invisible, and doubt heavy. So if we look at it from, let's say, a fitness standpoint, right? A lot of times you kind of get into it and you are, if you're just starting out or whatever, the first week, 2 weeks, first month or whatever, it's something new, you're getting moving, you're probably maybe getting a little bit more energy boost or whatever. And, your muscles are sore, you're feeling great, you feel like you're doing something good. And then as that time goes on, man, what is the deal? My iPad is not scrolling. So yeah. So have you ever quit something that you were actually good at? Or do you quit when it gets hard or when it gets boring? Something to kind of think about. And why do you think that might have happened? Anyway, fitness wise, just not got it together today. All right, fitness wise, touch on this real quick. Most people quit at week 3, month 2, or their first plateau because the newbie gains fade. the scale stops moving fast and it stops being exciting. And the real truth is that results lag behind effort. And once the program slows, identity hasn't caught up yet. You're not, quotes, a fit person. You're just someone trying to get fit. And that's kind of the identity gap that creates doubt. People don't quit because it's impossible. They quit because progress becomes invisible. So how long do you stick with a routine before switching it? And do you chase the motivation or build structure? I know I've always been a fit person, more or less. I've always worked out anyway. Of course, like anything else, or everybody typically has, months or weeks that they take off and then they kind of get back into it. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting cycle. But some people start and maybe they get discouraged, and it's usually because somewhere in the middle, they get bored or it's just not as exciting anymore. And it's unfortunate. What do you do to handle that? In some of the previous episodes, we talked about consistency and building a routine and really relying less on the feelings that make us feel good about it and more so relying on the discipline to keep pushing and keep going forward. So the next area that I like to talk about is career. Now, most of us, if you're an adult anyway, most of us have probably had more than one job, maybe even 2-3 jobs. Me, myself, I've probably had, I don't know, not that many, but 5, 6, 7 jobs since graduating high school. And yeah, there's always various different reasons why people quit or why people even begin job hunting. A lot of people quit because promotions don't come fast enough, right? Recognition feels delayed and effort isn't immediately rewarded. I think that happens. I feel like most people, that weren't born on a silver platter, most people have experienced that to some extent. We overestimate what can happen in 6 months, and we underestimate what can happen in 5 years. So most careers compound quietly, in other words. Still stacking takes time, reputation takes time, and authority takes time. So something to kind of think about is every time you restart the clock. And in careers, it just kind of is what it is, I guess. Have you ever left something because you felt overlooked? Or do you think consistency beats talent long term? I know that a lot of times you get stagnant in your career, or you feel like there's no growth, there's no more opportunities, and at that point you start kind of job hunting, or searching for something new to mix it up, shake it up, and just like fitness or relationships, just try to re-spark what was fun and thrilling and exciting in those first few months of employment. So let's jump into the game a little bit here, and we'll kind of keep the conversation going. Maybe you guys can tell me a little bit about something that you quit that you were good at, or maybe even more recently. Kind of what that looks like. I know that I happened to quit. Well, I think back to like high school, for example, which of course was quite a while ago. But I quit track and field and football. Both things that I thought I was good at, and not for any sort of negative reason. The only reason really was because I was doing weightlifting, so I decided to focus on weightlifting. But I mostly did that because I was good at weightlifting. It actually wasn't my favorite sport. Track and field was by far my favorite sport, and I let go of the other ones to focus on weightlifting, which was cool. It worked out because I ended up excelling at weightlifting and, you know, accomplishing a lot there. Yeah. So the other topic I wanted to kind of bring up, or subtopic, was relationships. And you know, this one is probably the most relatable if you've ever been in a relationship. Or of course, this could also apply to, you know, just a friendship with a friend. It doesn't have to be romantic relationship per se. But a lot of people quit, you know, when the honeymoon phase fades. Honeymoon phase fades. Conflict appears, or effort is required. And yeah, we've just kind of normalized the excitement, you know, and kind of demonized the maintenance of a relationship. So, for example, you know, when you start out, you know, you got a new boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. A lot of that is just new, you know. It's, you got butterflies in your stomach and everything, and you're just excited to see that person and spend time with that person. You do a lot of the first time things with that person, whether that is going out to a new restaurant or a restaurant with this person for the first time. You got your first kisses and hand holdings and hugs and all that stuff, right? All that stuff is fresh, brand new, exciting, and thrilling, right? But later on and eventually it fades away, and it's just natural. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with that at all. It just kind of is what it is, you know. When we think about what a healthy relationship actually looks like, it is the boring conversations, the hard discussions, the repeated forgiveness, and just a daily choice to be with that person, that your partner. A lot of people quit not because it's wrong, but because it's just no longer thrilling, you know. And it's kind of unfortunate. It is kind of unfortunate, or very unfortunate, because a lot of times you're with somebody that you really liked and in the beginning, and you know, there's always that kind of initial infatuation, if you will, right? But you kind of have to look further than that, you know, if that's something you want to do long term, whatever. You know, so like if you only stay when it feels good, you'll never actually build something that lasts. So me and my wife have been together. See, this year will be 17 years, and it has had its ups and downs, you know, and it still does, and it is what it is. But it's you know, it's something that you build together and you grow together. But yeah, very much kind of the reason why people quit in a relationship or end a relationship is many times because it just went stale. And you do have to make that daily decision to, you know, do something, and kind of keep things fresh. And also at the same time, have that awareness that this is normal. It's normal to not be rainbows and butterflies all the time. It's normal to have conflict and hard discussions. Like, that's all normal, and it's part of just life and being with somebody. So me and my wife, like I said, this year will be 17 years, and we have 2 kids. Both are 2 daughters, 12 and 14. 12 and 14? She turns 12 this year. And if you think that's just gonna be like easy breeze in life all day, every day, like, no, of course not. There's gonna always have its challenges. Even if you are on completely the same page when you get when you're dating, and then and through engagement and marriage, things change, and change is inevitable. But how we handle that change and how we grow together is what matters the most. Maybe when you got married, you had certain views, and those views have since evolved into something else, or your partner, same way. But the key is the communication between the two, and how how you work together for the common goal, if you will. Because I think most people are not looking to, bail on their partner, or betray them in any sort of way. But we just need to be aware of the changes and not be so kind of reactionary or surprised by them. Because like I said, the hard conversations, the conflict, disagreements, and things like that, those are all normal things. You're gonna disagree with people all the time. Not all the time, but there will be times, and you just have to recognize that those things exist. But do you think most people leave too early or stay too long in a relationship? Is comfort or growth more important in a relationship? My thought on that second one is definitely growth, because it is inevitable. You will grow, and you will age, and your mindset will change on some things, your body will change. And if you don't have a growth mindset with your partner, then you're just kind of setting yourself up for failure, Alright, let's jump into the game a little bit, because I'm just kind of running around here like, whatever.
Fixing to fly?
Where to? The story takes us here, but if I remember right, I wanted to go back to do some things, and I think that was at Junon. Right. This is Queen's Blood. I think I need to do that. I don't want to, but it is what it is.
You rang?
When you gonna join the team, Sid? So if you are joining me on the widescreen, the full screen, in other words, on YouTube, it seems like I'm having some sort of network issues there. And I'm not sure if those issues are on TikTok as well, but I am definitely dropping a lot of frames on their way to YouTube. I'm talking 64% or so. So if you are on YouTube, for one reason or another, it is not working out very well. So if you're on YouTube, come on over to TikTok, where I think it's coming through more clear. It seems like it is anyway. I don't seem to have, I'm not having any sort of frame drops or anything on TikTok. But my stream to YouTube is struggling. Yeah. Anyway, though. Yeah. Alright, so, let's go back to Junon. Because I think I missed the Queen's Blood that I needed to do so I can unlock other Queen's Blood players. Yeah.
You didn't want to mess with the gals working the port, neither.
What's this guy talking about?
If you're thinking of heading to Costa del Sol, I'd be happy to take you to the port. You gotta book a ticket on the ferry, but once you're aboard, it's a straight shot to paradise. Well, you coming?
Nah, bro. Not at this
Give me
time.
a shout whenever you want to hitch a ride.
Alright, I guess while we're doing that, or doing this, I'll dig into the fourth subtopic, which was streaming. And while this may not be directly relatable, in the sense that, you know, you're not interested in streaming, I think there's still a lot of transferable ideas. There he is, or he or she is. She. So, if you're interested in streaming, this would probably apply pretty well for you. But I'll just kind of go over my experience with it as well. But when it comes to streaming, you know, being a streamer, whatever, it's easy to quit. I think that a lot of streamers quit early. And if you've ever done any sort of research into streaming, you know that streaming is very much a marathon and not some sort of overnight gig to popularity or some sort of big rich thing, right? So we'll take a nap real quick. But yeah, so yeah, it can be tough because especially like starting out, or even once you kind of got to a point where you're almost on autopilot, kind of autonomous about streaming and clipping clips and whatever, posting all that stuff. You know, you might find that you're still streaming to, you know, 0 to 5 viewers, which can be very discouraging. You know, it happens a lot of times. If you're not seeing that growth within, you know, month 2 to 3, then it can be, again, discouraging and make you want to quit. Sometimes you're looking at reviewing your analytics, and maybe you had a bad week, and that will, of course, discourage you as well. And of course, the all big one is comparing yourself to others, which is very challenging not to do. So, why? It's because the validation isn't instant. Growth isn't linear, and effort feels invisible. That last one is very true many times. It seems like, even for myself, like I put in all this effort to try to make the stream entertaining, try to make it visually appealing and everything, and you know, if nobody comes in, you don't. If you're the type of person that relies on, not even necessarily relies, but feeds off of that, like what's that love language, like daily affirmation or something like that, yeah, like you probably ain't getting that, and especially starting out and in the middle, so that can be tough. But you just gotta kind of push on. It's like I said, it's a marathon. It's not an overnight thing, and that's probably goes for a lot of things, you know. It's all about what it's gonna look like in 1, 2, 3, 4 years. So yeah, there's not a lot of applause or no recognition or any sort of guarantees when it comes to streaming. It's very much an invisible grind, if you will. So if you only continue when you feel seen, you'll stop before you're ever noticed. So how long would you stream with 0 viewers? You know, I had somebody come in not too long ago, and they were like, "Man, you're just on here with no viewers, like 1 viewer or something like that." I'm like, "Yeah, it is what it is, because you know, just kind of starting out, and I'm just here having fun, just gaming my way." Like I told them, like I'm gonna be gaming either way, so I might as well just broadcast and see if anybody wants to kind of join in and talk about things or whatever, you know. Do you think consistency or charisma matters more? Now, I noted this question earlier in the day, off stream or whatever, and I kind of, you know, answered it myself. And I think that when it comes to streaming specifically, it's very much in reality there's a balance. You know, you want to be very consistent, and then of course it helps immensely if you're charismatic as well. And let's just dive in. So yeah, but I think that consistency is what matters more with streaming specifically, and in a lot of other areas. But I think that when it comes to streaming, it's more important to have like a lockdown schedule, and that schedule is of course posted or advertised or whatever, and that way people know when and where they can find you. So if I stream, I do stream Sunday nights starting at 7 p.m. and then Tuesdays and Thursdays starting at 10 p.m. all Eastern times. And today, Saturdays, usually start at 2 p.m. But today I'm starting a little bit early because I have a thing to get to later on this evening. So I think it's more important to have that consistency because this is what allows people to find you. And this is how people will be able to find you or know when to find you. Or even if they just put it in the back of their mind, like, yo, DT Actual is on like every night, Sunday nights at like 7 p.m. You know, it's like right after dinner. I'm just chilling. I'm going to go ahead and turn him on, you know, and see what he's talking about. Now, obviously, it's very important to be charismatic. If you want to have an engaging chat, be charismatic and engaging, right? But I think more importantly is the consistency, because you can be charismatic, but let's say you only stream, maybe it is 4 times a week, just like I gave in the example, but instead it's just random, you know what I mean? So you get on, you're like, oh, it's Saturday morning, let me go ahead and log on and broadcast, start the stream. And then next time, you don't know when the next time is, so you can't actually advertise it or tell anybody. So then the next time, maybe it's Sunday afternoon. And then the next time is, I don't know, Tuesday, late night. All I'm saying is that nobody knows really when to tune in. So if they don't know, they can't find you. So it doesn't matter how charismatic you are. If they can't find you, then they can't find you. So that's the only reason why I think consistency is more important when it comes to streaming. Man, I'm still dropping a lot of frames for YouTube. I do not know what's up with that. So I was running a little bit late today because I noticed that my network speed was not very good. So I ended up like rebooting the network and all that stuff. And yeah, I think I just need to troubleshoot it a little bit more. But my wife is upstairs watching shows, and my youngest daughter is also upstairs watching shows. They're all on smart TVs. And then my oldest daughter is in the other room gaming it up with her friends. So I think either there's some updating that needs to be done, or we're just choking the network. Anyway, nevertheless though, my TikTok feed is just fine. So it makes me feel like I need to just go through some settings and maybe do some more testing and stuff. So I'll still let this YouTube feed run just to kind of see how it goes, and then once it closes out, I will review everything. But yeah, it's kind of frustrating. Also, what happened with my my Thursday night stream was I did the whole stream, right? So I tried to do like a new thing, actually like scheduling it. And then when I went to start the stream, I missed some key parts where I had to connect the actual live stream that I was doing with the scheduled live stream. And I didn't do it for whatever reason. I just thought it was gonna work. It did not work. And TikTok worked out just fine, and as far as like streaming to TikTok and it being saved on TikTok and everything. But the YouTube stream just like failed for whatever reason. Like it never went live. So that was very unfortunate, because it was a good topic too. We talked about what did we talk about? We talked about Oh, yeah, handling loss without spiraling or crashing out. And Thursday nights are a little bit more of like a competitive gaming night. A little bit switch up. It's not like I don't get super amped up or anything, but it's still pretty chill and pretty calm, and we just kind of take things easy. But yeah, that didn't work out, and I felt like it was a pretty good stream, good topic. It was funny because it was all about handling loss without spiraling, without crashing out. And yeah, I started Marvel Rivals with 3 losses, right, straight back to back. So it was a good little start, you know, more or less. These cards are garbage-ish. Well, they're good, but not this early on in the game. So that will get, so that's got 2 points. If I replace it, that makes it 3 points. All right. Guess we'll just do something to whatever. Not looking too good, but could turn up. We'll see. Yeah. We'll go with that. Oh, why did I do that? Killing me. And why did I do that? I just wasn't paying attention or something. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? This one. Can take this card. That'll do. Nice. See if we can take the middle row back. Ooh. I like it. Killing me. So we don't have a lot of options here. Almost no options, really. So that's unfortunate. We just gotta try to separate it. I don't think we got this one. 14. I think they won. They didn't even place a card last, so yeah, I'm gonna guess they won. Oh well. Guess I gotta pay attention when I'm actually like setting things up here now. We did get some new cards. Wow. What's this all about here? Like lots of new cards. I hadn't played a lot of Queen's Blood lately. You call those pawns, basically, or something. But yeah. Maybe we'll switch some of these out. This one's doing a lot. Oh, that might be too much. And let's switch this one out. Get rid of one of these, I think. We'll try it. Yeah. Oh, let's get started here. So yeah, all about quitting too early. So the deeper truth is, people quit typically when their emotions outweigh their long-term vision. And all that means is that, you know, even when you start something, a lot of times you don't intend on quitting. A lot of times you are kind of in it and you kind of know where you want to be and go with it. But, you know, things happen, more or less. What is up? Whatever, I guess we'll just... want to use that card. Just use that. So yeah, kind of the deeper truth is that people quit when their emotions outweigh the long-term vision. And that just means, like, even if you take it from the standpoint we were talking about with the relationships, you know, most people get in a relationship or they get married or whatever, and they don't have the intent to end it, whether it's months, years down the line. I don't think anybody well, there are some people maybe with nefarious intentions, but I would argue that most people, you know, don't have that intention. And yeah, you know, but some point down the line, like I said, emotions outweigh, and they get a feeling of, you know, in the previous example, you know, things just go stagnant or get boring, or they are kind of chasing that thrill that they had when the relationship first started, and they're just finding it very challenging to find. So that is typically when people quit, or maybe they do something to try to get the other person to quit. So yeah, short-term pain beats long-term discipline. It's another reason. And the real differentiator is that tolerance for delayed gratification. Success in fitness, career, relationships, streaming is less about talent and more about emotional endurance. That's my card? Nah, that's not my card. Is that my card? Or maybe I took over that card? Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I guess that would give me that spot. Yeah, we'll go for it, whatever. When enemy cards are destroyed, raise the card's power by 2. Very well. Yeah, I think we won this one. This one's pretty closed, I think. Closed case for the win. Alright, now we can take this one. If you are just joining us, we are playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and today's topic is why most people quit too early. Let me know your thoughts on why maybe you think people quit too early. Yeah, this will work here, maybe. No. This should work pretty well. Yeah. They're getting demolished. Nice. Alright, one that renders a lot. Not really any, right? -1. What about this one? No. Oh, we got this card. This ain't even fair anymore. Not even fair. Guess we'll go big points, huh? Might as well. We got 2, 3, and 2. 3 it is. Oh no, that's good actually. Yeah, whatever. Done. Yeah, my YouTube is lagging way behind. When played, spawn diamond dust of power 2, 4, and 6 in empty positions.
Damn. You took the wind right out of my sails. And here I was thinking my ship was unsinkable. Happy to be proven wrong, though. Especially by a real pro. Glad we could get that match in before I moved on. With all that pent-up frustration, I wouldn't have been able to think or sail straight. Thanks for clearing my head. I'm gonna stick around a bit longer. Just enough to swab the deck once more.
What I would give for a drink right now.
You ain't want to see me, bro. That's all I gotta say. Man, what else do we need? What else do we need to do in Junon? Oh, I think there was. Man, let's go see my boy over here. Where's Chadley at? Chadley. Oh, there he is. Slightly to the left.
All right.
Or to the left. There he is.
How goes the hunt for world intel? Should you require assistance, please do.
Alright, we need to find Kujata's other piece. Oh, we have it. I guess we'll just go for it. I don't think I've tried to fight him since. And we will go with the usual crew: Cloud, Barrett, and Yuffie. Let's go. So please forgive me as I try to lock in here. I am not against. Say less. In the fire, bro. Get some Barrett in this piece. Ooh.
Taking over.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Alright, Yuffie, let's see what you got. I think I need Barrett. Barrett's my magic man. Another thunder stomp? Oh, his ice is gone. Let's heal up a little bit here.
You're up. My turn. Keep it together.
I'm your one-stop progress shop. The power of his providence. And the fury of his surging sea.
Alright, Barrett. Man, what is weak? I don't know. What's strong against lightning? Is it ice? We need. Alright, we're just gonna go. I just have a chance at. Oh, I don't have ice. What am I doing? Alright, we'll just go ice. Maybe that works.
Keep it up.
You picked the right girl.
I don't know that it was ice. Oh well. Ah, come on, bruh.
Don't overdo it. Hang back.
Fire? Come on. Come on, there we go.
Duty calls.
Alright, we gotta figure out this thing. What is it? Is it wind? It is not wind. So is it? Can't be ice. That don't even make sense.
This called for a fight.
It's not lightning either. Alright, we're just gonna try ice. You know, it doesn't make sense. course, it doesn't make sense, and it is the weakness. Now he's back to ice. Let's go with Cloud. Alright. And let's bring in combo attack, fire, and array of magical orbs. We'll just go with this one, I guess. Need some heals, bro. Let's heal up. Bahamut Arisen. What it do, homie? Let's go.
Get some rest.
Still not done? Alright then. Bruh, get up off me.
Hang back.
There it is. That was significantly easier.
Now that was something else.
Hujata. Outstanding.
Excellent work reigning in Kujata. To think that anyone could tame a beast of so many affinities. I cannot say where this wild steed might lead you, but I encourage you to find out.
Increases ATB when staggering an enemy. Alright, appreciate you, bro.
By the way, Cloud, have you made any progress lately in the hunt for that proto-relic I mentioned before? If not, don't worry. I'm sure you have more pressing matters to attend to. Anyway, just checking in.
Let's see what Kujata's all about. Wants it. Who wants it? We got Bahamut, Risen, Xander, and Phoenix, Titan. I typically like to go non-elemental. There's Ivory. I think we'll switch out. You know what? Maybe it's just kind of fitting that he goes with Red 13, huh? Deals fire, ice, and lightning damage with separate attacks. Try disaster, deals massive amount of fire, ice, and lightning magic damage. The only thing with these type of summons is that, of course, if they're ice, for example, a lot of times they will absorb ice, be weak to fire. Yeah, we'll go with it. So yeah, last time I streamed, I guess it was actually the time before last, I streamed Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and on YouTube I actually got a copyright notice thing or whatever, which was unfortunate, a little frustrating, whatever. All because it was just a song in the background of the game, which I guess is very common, especially with games like GTA 5, where they play popular music on the radio. But yeah, that kind of hit me somewhat unexpectedly. And I was like, what do I gotta do to change that up? So, still sorting out the details on that, but it is what it is, you know? Yeah, I guess we need to like go here or something. I feel like I tried to get to a lot of these places, but it didn't work out for whatever, one reason or another. We'll give it another go. See if we can get there. You need to turn that way, which, see, you just can't, bro. Like, it's a big mountain wall. Yeah, that's made me think I can go this way, perhaps. Yeah. Anyway, again, if you're just joining us, today is, well, you already know what today is. It's Saturday the 28th. And on Saturdays, we do a live stream from 2 to 5 p.m. Today, I started a little bit early because I have a thing to get to this evening. But nevertheless, starting a little bit earlier, going 1 to 4 today. And today's topic is all about why most people quit too early. And we touch on subtopics of fitness, career, relationships, and streaming. And just kind of talking about why people quit and just give up earlier than they really should. And it's really all about, you know, being persistent and working through the middle phase, which is many times the most boring and challenging phase, if you will. Alright, so this is just not the way to get over there. Maybe we can go here. Go back this way. Apparently not that way. Maybe this way. So yeah, why don't you I don't know, tell me about something you quit, you know? Maybe you were good at it, or maybe not, and you just decided to hang it on up. Let's see, the last, or maybe tell me about your last job resignation and what that was all about. For me, I used to work for a cybersecurity company, and overall, it was good, especially starting out. It was a great place to be. And I learned a ton, you know. But then eventually, oh man, see, we're not even close. Needless to say, things got a little bit on the more stagnant side from a growth perspective. And that was probably that wasn't the biggest thing. The biggest thing was that we were, of course, short-handed and needed more people, and the workload just kept getting heavier and heavier. So that was rather frustrating, but that seemed to be rather common, unfortunately. And at some point, I just couldn't take it anymore. Like, I was stressed, and like I said, the work. Did we not already do this one? I guess not. Let's do it then. Catch these annoying little mogs or whatever you call them. Yeah, yeah, so yeah, I ended up, you know, job hunting and all that, and finding new employment because
Bring back all the movement.
even me as an engineer, we were getting overworked. But not only just me, but like our project managers were getting killed too, and it was just, like I said, it was just too much. So yeah, that is the main reason I quit that job and started, you know, looking for something else. And that was, oh, come on, bro. And that was 2021. And I've been at my job ever since then. My current job is that job from 2021. And it's been good overall. Company has had some setbacks or concerns, but overall, it's a great culture, great people to work with, and that's kind of one of the biggest values to me, or important pieces for me. It's good people and good culture. So, it's been solid experience, and you know, it just kind of worked out. But yeah, that's the reason why I quit that. Oh, come on, bro. Let's go. Go to your home. Thank you. You should be able to like pick them up. I guess you gotta knock them into their own little attack. Alright. What's that, 4 or 5? Let's go. And go, bro. Thank you. One minute to go. Let's go. Yeah, I hear you. Ooh, that was close.
Thanks so much.
But plenty of time to spare.
This emporium is officially open, and it's all thanks to you. There's only one more left to go. We've come so far, Kupo. I hope that you'll see it through.
Alrighty then. One to go.
Anything interesting catch your eye, Kupo?
Let's see what we got here. Elixirs. Fascinating. Aerith and Red 13. Let's go. Might as well.
Thanks so much.
Alright, let's get out of here. Actually, we were going that way. That looks like the way to go. This way? Yeah. Yep, bro. And come on, bro. Oh, this is not the way to go? Maybe this way? And sometimes I feel like if you have to Google stuff, It's too much, bro. Kind of hate that idea about some games. Like, I mean, I guess in reality I could just sit here and like run all over the place till I find it, but like, who has time for that? I guess this ain't the way. Killing me, man. Killing me. Alright, let me check on this YouTube feed real quick, cause I just don't know what is happening. I'm wondering if I need to just modify some settings here in the network, and if that will help with. I feel like we gotta be just choking it out or something. I guess. Yeah, just a moment while I try to figure out what is happening. Why this just isn't really working out today. Just so frustrating. But at least in all this kind of troubleshooting or glancing at it, I've noticed that my network, my devices anyway, have been upgraded and there are new features. So I'll have to you know, dig into that and see what that's all about. Yeah. See what happens if I make some changes here. Maybe we'll just break the network. No. All right, so I guess I gotta look this up, like how to get here, because this is just beyond frustrating. Like, why do I have to look it up? So let's see here. Phenomenon. Intel 4. Encampment. Vestiges? To get to. It looked like I just lost signal to TikTok for a second there. I don't know what that's all about. I see. So apparently, we need to go down here. And take this route. Interestingly enough, this is untraveled land, apparently. For me. That is the way.
Won't take long.
Take care of these guys here. Yeah, these guys are weak. guess that's what it's like going back to do stuff to make up for the time. So this is pretty cool. Hadn't been here yet, which makes sense. So hey, once again, if you are just joining us, it is Saturday, of course, and today's topic is why most people quit too early. Where we're talking about the reasons why people quit too early in an effort to help you not quit too early. In an effort to help you realize or become more aware of these reasons so that you can recognize them and continue to push on with whatever it is that you're doing. You know, more than likely or obviously you've set a goal for something, whether that is, you know, maybe better health by going to the gym, promotions and such at work, or, you know, a long-lasting, healthy relationship. And a lot of what we talk about today is recognizing the middle area of that journey. And the middle area is just simply that. It is once the thrill and excitement of the newness wears off and you kind of get into the weeds of, we'll see, if you will. And not that that's a bad thing by any means. You know, if you take a relationship, for example, they're always fun starting out, right? You know, you kind of get into the new vibe, or new exciting time of being with somebody new, hanging out, you know, experiencing those first moments of kissing and other intimate moments or whatever. That's always fun, exciting, you know, something new. And that's great and all. Or maybe even you're talking about a new job, a new career. Typically that is a very exciting time. You know, you're digging into new challenges, and it is typically an exciting time. Fitness, even fitness is like, what is that? I guess that's where we're going. Fitness, you know, starting out with fitness, you know, those first few weeks, first week, 2 weeks, whatever, are typically very exciting. You're kind of doing something new. Maybe you're like going to a new gym, or you moved and you're in a new area. That's all fun and exciting, right? And it isn't until much later when you get into, bruh, did I miss my turn or something? Or do I need to go down and like under or something? Because there is a down spot right here. But I've already been to that. What? I don't know. Times this game, I tell you what. Anyway, yeah, talking about just that middle area. You know, even for like streaming, for example, you know, that's kind of what I wouldn't even necessarily say I'm in the middle of the ground of that. I'm still very much, you know, new in my opinion. And see, why? Then we need to go that way. Oh. But yeah, so even with streaming, you know, when you start out, it's fun. Well, maybe for most, it's cool. You know, you're embarking on a new journey, right? And you're meeting new people, whatever. It's just kind of, it's new and it's exciting, it's thrilling, whatever. But then as you go on, and especially if you're not doing a lot of continuing to do new things per se, and you kind of get to that point where it's a little bit more automatic, and you know, you got your whole setup set up, and you're just kind of like at that point where you just click start and you're on. That can be a bit of a challenging thing because you just get used to it, and if you're not seeing real growth per se, or even if you are, maybe it just goes dry, you kind of run out of content or whatever. That is when it can prove to be exceptionally challenging. So it seems like I've been here already. Yeah, I was like here just earlier. Do I get over there? This is crazy. Alright, let me look this up again because I'm not seeing it, obviously. Killing me, man. Just killing me. So yeah, if you are here enjoying this time via TikTok, I appreciate you coming through. Don't forget to follow. It really helps the stream get pushed out, the channel get pushed out, and just really helps with the engagement. If you are on YouTube, again, also thank you for tuning in. If you are on YouTube, I assume that the stream is just not really working out very well, which is, of course, very unfortunate. Not sure why it is that way. Alright, so just what I'm trying to do right now at the moment is figure out how to get to this landmark, and it's proving to be exceptionally difficult for one reason or another. For some reason. So I'm watching a video on how to get there. I know there's not another place to climb the wall right here, bro. And I just overlooked it. Yeah, what can you do, right? Finally made it here.
Cloud.
Ah, man, I ain't trying to do these.
Back from our investigation. Perhaps you
Oh, I hate these battles.
The proto-relic in the Junon region was lost within a temporal rift.
All that work to get here to something that I don't want to do.
I wish you the best of luck, Cloud.
I don't know what it is, but these things are exceptionally challenging. Try again. So I guess I've been here. I'll give it a go. Why not? I just don't like this mini game. I think it's. There used to be a Fort Condor, like it was actually like, I think it was like a place though in the original game, and it kind of uses the same concept of a mini game where basically you just, it's, I don't know, you set up your team and you place them in different places to try to take down the enemy team or whatever. It's a lot more enjoyable in the original game. This game is, I don't know why, it's just like more difficult or something. And therefore, you know, annoying. See, like, look, my thing is already dead. Like the ATBs don't go up fast enough. If you're on TikTok or you're viewing the vertical stream, you don't quite see the ATB charges on the top left. But yeah, it's like they don't go fast enough or whatever. I don't know. My thing over here is getting whooped up. These ones are getting whooped up, man. I don't know. It's too much, bro. Just gotta crowd this side, I guess. Maybe I'll put somebody over here. Apparently I cannot. Probably need another vanguard over here. Whatever. Just frustrating. just old and tiring. And we're down over here now. Let's see if we can get some ranged action in here, huh? Maybe not. Gotta wait some more. Not only are we trying to take these things out, but we're also racing against the clock. Why can't I let Barrett and them out? Alright then, we're out of here. Like, I think I'm just gonna have to like dedicate time to look into that and actually come up with strategies and things like that.
If I were to secure it.
So yeah, maybe another time. See, I guess it doesn't give me fast travel here yet because I didn't beat it, which is also annoying. But I guess I could just go here, yeah. So maybe another time. There's more Queen's blood over here as well. Where we at? Like a village out here or something? Why does it look like I'm already there? I didn't pick to come there. I need to go down. What is going on here? Because I obviously can't go this way anymore. guess we just gotta run about this piece. Since I can't go straight there, yeah. I guess it must be down. It's been a while since I've been here. It seems like we're going far away. This way, maybe? Is this a dead end? Oh, come on, bro. Right. That was cool. It's gotta be this way. Yeah, here we go.
Sorry, sweetheart. No visitors allowed. Up
What?
ahead's the Crow's Nest, where our brave resistance fighters come home to rest and regroup. Although it's a little hectic right now.
Dr. Rhonda
Ask
under
you to leave.
real? For real, for real? This is the way I need to go to get up in here to these guys. Alright, man, I guess I gotta go talk to Rhonda. Maybe we'll just go do this battle real quick. Oh, this is like a boss style fight.
Beware, Cloud. You've entered the Mind Flayer's natural habitat. There's still much we don't know about this creature, so make sure you are well prepared before proceeding.
Tell you what I know. They don't want to see me, bro. Is that the high wind in the background?
Just figured we'd drop in.
Mind Flayer detected.
Alright, let's see what we're working with here.
Commencing guidance.
Landing synergy abilities will pressure it. There you go. That's all I need to know. Say less. Let's go.
There are several theories as to Mind Flayer's origin. One posits that it's a mutated form of Scarlet. The valley needs what you're in good hands now.
I like my girl Yuffie.
South, the Mind Flayer's affinity for magic and its preference for
And twin.
Why some credence to this assertion?
What is she talking about? Man, everybody trying to hear all that. Bear it. Reduce. Let's see if maybe just add something to it. It's not. Alright, this battle wasn't hard at all.
My turn.
Well, there you have it.
Cloud, congratulations on dispatching the Mind Flayer. I was concerned the fiend might feast upon your brains, but I'm glad to see my fears were unfounded.
Only a true hero could ever
Really weird that
defeat such a
I
malevolent
am
evil.
dropping so many
Your
frames
valiant
just on my
efforts
stream to
today have
YouTube
brought the world one step closer
and
to
dropping
peace.
nothing
Thank you,
for
hero.
TikTok. Very interesting. I don't know what to make of it. So, is what it is. Alright, where we at? I need to go talk to old girl, Miss Rhonda. Under the dock. Junon under Junon. Go find Rhonda. I have a better sword. This one's pretty nice, but I lose materia slots. 1. Magic defense. I guess we'll keep it as the same. Go with our RGB sword right here. Where, oh, where is Rhonda?
Isn't Priscilla just adorable? Oil, coal, wind.
I guess it technically said under, like as in down here maybe? But
In the old days,
Back in the day, it was... Believe it or not, there's a reactor at the bottom.
now you gotta go out to the bay to get
where, oh, where is Miss Rhonda?
Ready? It's showtime. And go.
We should have never let them build a reactor in our waters.
I don't even remember what she looks like. Is that her? Nah, that's not her, is it?
Got Shinra on
Oh, yeah,
speed
it
dial.
is.
So if my dog gets hurt, you get hurt. You mind hurrying it along? I just want to put this whole business to bed.
What? Y'all killing me. I guess that ain't it. So, what's going on with y'all today, huh? Today I went walking. What old people do, you know? We go walking. So yeah, did some walking this morning, a quick 30-minute walk. And then got some Waffle House to go with me and the fam. And then yeah, that's about it. And I've been here. But tonight, we're supposed to be going to get some dinner. My mother-in-law and her husband are looking to treat me to some dinner because I watched their dog for them while they were gone for a little bit more than a week. That was cool, you know. No big deal. Worked out. Man, I'm tired, bro. Like, I kind of want to just move on with the story. Maybe I will, you know? This all just seems like extra stuff. Yeah, let's go back.
With a sailor friend of mine.
Let's see, we gotta go. Where do we gotta go? Back down here, I guess. Talk to the guy. Where's the guy? Guess it's this guy. Yeah. See him.
Headed for Costa del Sol? Hop aboard.
Yeah, might as well. Well, I mean, you know. Well, you gonna take me out? I mean, I guess. What's going on here? Alright. Anyway. Oh, I think, are we picking up now? I'm not really losing, not dropping a bunch of frames, it seems, anyway. Yeah. Fantastical. But my YouTube stream seems way behind now. Let's see. So I guess we're just having some network issues from the ISP, because it seems like we're just working now, and I didn't do anything different. So alright, 1 second. I gotta send a message out here real quick. Alright. My bad. Let's just continue on with the story, shall we? The actual game story. So yeah, I guess YouTube is finally catching up. Or not catching up, but it is getting a good signal from me now. Like I said, I didn't do anything different. I guess we have Spectrum here, so I guess Spectrum just got it together. So now we are on and popping, you know what I mean? Am I supposed to be flying this thing? I don't understand what's happening. The tiny Bronco. So, might be in business now, more or less. So I just turned on my live stream on my iPad via YouTube, and it appears to be right where it should be, so that's nice. Alright, so we got about 1 hour to go till I got to go, and we'll just see what's going on with the story here.
I'll see you when I see you.
Hey, Sephiroth, wait up.
Bring me the black materia.
Alright. Let's lock in.
You okay?
So like I said, if you're not really digging the whole vertical view, come check me out on YouTube, where I'm streaming live and not dropping frames anymore.
Headed for Nibelheim.
Huh. Almost like they swung by Cosmo Canyon just so they could lead us here. Sorry, just thinking out loud. Forget about it.
Uden. Standing. Alright then. Onward we go, huh? So the original game, like I think I probably mentioned it before, used to always have like a lot of like FOMO type stuff, and it was very much an exploratory sort of vibe. And if you didn't explore, you could have missed out on a good weapon, some good accessory, good armor, or whatever. So it's like this, and like other games, has just like conditioned me to make sure I cover everything, basically. Okay, like there's another chocobo stop right here. Would not have known that unless I came this way. Probably don't even really need that per se. Yeah, not right now anyway. So onward we go. I actually don't really remember this area in the original game, so I really don't remember like what's gonna happen here, because I don't remember, like, is this where Cloud and Tifa are from? I don't remember. It seems like it is though. So it'll probably be pretty interesting, nevertheless. Man, where's the music at? Final Fantasy VII is fantastic for music. I've been listening to the original soundtrack, like the original game, original soundtrack, for years now, like literally. Of course, the original game came out in 1997.
I meant to tell you before, but the terminal's probably gone. Nibelheim burned down 5 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Not to worry though. The terminal is as snug as a bug in a rug, because Shinra wasn't about to let that facility burn down.
Meaning the reactor?
Well, that's
So I have hearing loss in my left ear. And it's interesting because, like, the game is very audio 360 or whatever.
Yeah. It's this or nothing.
So if I face this way,
Should get going.
you know, Kate, Tifa, and all them, if they start talking over there, like, I can't hear it as well. But then over here, if Yuffie and Barrett start talking, I hear them just fine. So I actually have to, like, come back to them, maybe even turn this way. But usually if I just come back to them a little bit, I can hear it just fine. But yeah, if they're on my left side, it's just very, like, muffled and low. So with what they just said, yeah, this is where Tifa and Cloud are from. And yeah, I remember more of what is likely to come. If I remember right, this is where we'll pick up Vincent. Assuming he is a playable character in the game. I think I did see him in some promotions and previews or trailers or whatever. So I'm very confident he is here. But whether or not they make him a playable character, I guess is to be determined. And let's go with some range attacks here. What do we think they're weak to here? Fire? We'll try fire. Yeah. Weak to fire. Ain't done yet? I thought we were done. Finish him off, Barrett. Bum 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 bum. If you know, you know. Alright, you gotta wait, bro. Hey, so again, if you are just joining us, it is our lovely and wonderful Saturday stream. And I stream mostly RPG games and competitive games. At the moment, it is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Marvel Rivals and Fortnite. And during those streams, we typically talk about everyday life discussions. Today's topic is why most people quit too early. And we kind of talk about areas such as fitness, careers, relationships, and streaming. And just kind of touch on the importance of consistency, routine, and more majority the reasons that people tend to quit too early. And there's big emphasis on too early because it implies that there is more to come later on. So needless to say, you quit too early, that means you're missing out on things, right? So it is what it is, but we try to recognize what that's all about, why, and how we can essentially avoid those. And the big bulk of the conversation is all about the middle ground or the middle area of your journey. Whether that's a fitness journey or with a new partner, you know, jobs, whatever. It's all about we just swimming across this Mako River or whatever. But yeah, it's all about kind of the boring middle area, the less exciting middle area. That is, and basically, after all the excitement and newness of whatever it is you're doing wears off, and how we can avoid getting bored, and even if you do get bored, realizing that that is normal, that that is expected, and just to be aware of that. Man, this dude he flew far to get me. I guess we'll go over here to get this baby chocobo. Show me where the stop is at. Alrighty then. So yeah, one of the big topics we talked about was relationships and kind of, you know, that boring middle ground or longevity, so to say. Because, you know, a lot of times you get into a new relationship. It doesn't even have to be a relationship. It could just be like a new friend even. You know, you kind of get that new friendship, new relationship vibe, and everything's cool, everything's new, having brand new conversations, you're having, you know, if it's a romantic partner, you're having first kisses and stuff like that. It's just like a good time, you know, everything's new and exciting. And that it isn't until much later that you kind of, that kind of mellows out almost. And yeah, we just try to recognize that, be aware of that, and know that that is normal. That you know, every day isn't rainbows and butterflies, as I said earlier. There are tough conversations to be had, disagreements. There are you know, just less than thrilling and exciting times, right? And it just is what it is. But if we don't recognize that, and we don't kind of expect that, or we don't know that to be normal, and you're just stuck chasing that newness all the time, it's just unrealistic. And you set yourself up for failure, unfortunately. Alright, bro. Show me where to go, because where I'm going doesn't seem like the way to go. So, alright, we're just gonna follow. We're just gonna go this way. Follow these little glowing artifacts or whatever, because our birdie over here isn't being very helpful. In fact, it seems like he wants me to go that way, but then we just went in a circle, so maybe it's in here? Yeah, I bet it's in here. I guess not. Outstanding. I think I have an ability to work on for Barrett. I kind of forgot about. So it must be up. All right, we're gonna take that little roadway or whatever walkway up. So yeah, maybe tell me about your last breakup. Let's just jump into it, you know. Kind of see what happened, because one thing I've kind of observed, interestingly enough, is that arranged marriages exist, right? And why do I bring that up? I bring that up because arranged marriages exist and they work. Not all of them, obviously, and there is no like one size fits all for everybody, obviously. And I understand that, you know, exceptions to the rule exist, but nevertheless, arranged marriages work. And why is that? You know, take two people that maybe don't even know each other, and maybe they date or consider themselves in a relationship first, or maybe not. But nevertheless, they are put together, you know, and they make things work. You know, there's not necessarily, I mean, there probably is to some extent, a lot of times, some level of attraction first, and maybe not, you know, maybe not. But let's just say there isn't, and they still find ways to make that work. They still find ways to communicate, connect, so on and so forth. And it just makes you think, like, it's kind of amazing, right? Like a couple can be together, not even necessarily by choice, and still make it work for long term. But then you take somebody a couple that met more organically, I guess, and if nothing else, initially they like each other and want to be together, whatever, but for whatever reason it doesn't work out. Should be studied, you know. But I think that just like an arranged marriage, the more organic marriages, they just have to be worked on. And I think people don't realize that so much. You know, one thing that me and my wife learned along the way is that love is an action. And it was actually kind of one of our talking points, that daily action is a thing to prevent the whole quitting piece. It's like you just have to be active. And even when it comes to love, you have to be very intentional about making things work. It isn't always going to be a good time. That is unrealistic, and I would even argue impossible.
I'm thinking legendary.
I need to find a bench or something. So yeah, all that to say, you just gotta do something, you know. You can't expect things to just always be fine and dandy, because they aren't. And if you lack that communication and you have unrealistic expectations, then it's just a bad path to be on, I think. And like the title says, you'll find out why somebody's quitting. But that's what it's all about today. It's been good conversation and everything. It's always a good talking point about. Nobody wants to be a quitter, I would argue. Nobody plans on being a quitter. But at some point, we get pushed and we reach levels that we never thought we would reach. And we get to a point where you just don't want to do it anymore, you know? And sometimes that's fine. And sometimes that is the best course of action. Because if you're in like a toxic job or a toxic relationship, things are just not working out well for you, to say the least, then yeah, it's probably time to just move on, you know? Anyway, that's what it is. That's what we're talking about today. Let's dig into this game a little bit more.
Dangerous fiends may be in the vicinity. Exercise caution. Rare Valron variant detected. Commencing guidance protocol.
I didn't want to heal up on my own accord, but it looks like we're gonna have to. Either that or we fast travel back. Alright, might as well. Ah, bruh. Man, where am I supposed to get chocobos from? Have to have a chocobo to get here? That's lame, bro.
Intimidate its enemies. This corresponds with its aggressive.
That, and we will do that, and that. And we got to replenish that. Alright. Let's dig on in, huh?
Nature, once it finds
Pressure, stagger, and defeat.
in a frenzy. As an aside, Valrons were sighted in this area only after the Mako reaction. There were rumors at the
Alright. Let's see what we're working with. Oh, they had a weakness. So we gotta pressure and stagger it. Yuffie, you're up. Ice. Win. Bro. Barrett, you're up, bro. Whoa, what happened to Yuffie?
I got you. Don't overdo it.
Ah. Alright, we staggered one, we got a pressure. Why am I not pressuring though? Supposed to be elemental weakness. Barrett, can you do it? We got ice? Guess not. Cloud. Oh, come on. Oh, there's a pressure. Outstanding.
Oh, it's over. Battle objective completed.
Fantastical.
Way to go.
Easy enough. Alright, so we got some fast travel here now. No? So these things must be underground. How to get to them is the question. Where am I supposed to get a chocobo at? Guess at some point. I feel like we're on some sort of side quest and not actually. Like, I feel like, I guess this is where we need to go, which is way over there. So I guess we'll just... Why do I need a chocobo to travel even by foot? Let's just go here. Get back to the story. Because it's a super bird. Doesn't want to show me the right way to get there. Let's finish these guys out right here.
Taking over. Keep it together.
Good to go?
Got something to do for Barrett. And it is SmackDown.
Oh, you gon' feel this!
Ooh, nice. That move actually goes pretty hard. Alright, where we at here? Because, I guess we gotta fight these guys, huh? I think we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Let's get, oh, we're still battling. Let's get, switch it up a little bit. And we'll bring in Miss Tifa and Red 13. Because I know I need to get Red's ability again. Or not again, but I need to get it. And then... Am I done with Barrett? Yeah. Or should I go with a different weapon? Not a big attack. We'd lose slots. Alright, we'll just keep it for now. For the material slots. Here we go. Cloud and Tifa's hometown. Nah, bro. You ain't gonna tell me where to go or how to get there. You're telling me to go this way. Alright, we'll just see. We'll see one more time. Like, now where'd he go? Where's the bird at now? The bird then disappeared yet again. He's flying up there, but there's no way for me to get up there. So I'm wondering if I need a chocobo to get up there or something. Can I climb right there? Alright, if this doesn't work, then we'll move on. Yeah, see, he's not letting me climb anywhere. Alright then. Back to the story. We kind of need to go this way, huh? Guess we'll just go by water. I'm coming home, coming home. Alright, we're getting close to the end of our stream. Because I got dinner plans. Is this the same bird? Trying to take me back to where I was or what? Because I ain't trying to go back. You're doing too much, bro. Alright, there seems to be a bridge of sorts here, which looks like it's gonna take me there, so whatever.
Nibelheim's not far now.
First time back, sis.
Yep.
I'm just kind of wondering, like, should I just continue with the story or just continue with these things, you know? Where's Chadley? He must be in the city, the town.
Didn't seem worth coming back till now. Didn't think there was anything to come back to.
Sorry.
I'm guessing the Chocobo is also
It's all right.
in
Lots
town.
happened since then. Cloud, stay close, would you? I honestly thought I was ready for this, but it's just too real.
Too real. I say that all the time. It's too real, bro. I am under the impression that we need to go across that bridge. Yeah, let's fight some more, huh?
Deal with that.
Oh, watch yourself.
Let's go, Red. What is it then? I need this one. See, I gotta get my vengeance thing up, which means I gotta block. There we go. Maybe. Yay. I like Red, but I almost don't. I love his agility. He moves around the battlefield very fast, which is nice. But I unlocked his ability, so I think we're gonna switch him out. Sorry, bro. Let's see. I feel like he might have something else too. And he does. This is another deplete the vengeance gauge. Guess we'll put it on him at least. I know that you can't really see it very well on the vertical view. So if you are looking for the full screen view, I am live on YouTube at the moment. So feel free to come check me out over there. Give a like, a follow, comment, and hang out for a bit, you know? So I need to like learn Red a little bit more. And like how his vengeance mode works. Add it to the to-do list, you know? Alright, we're gonna bring Tip? Aerith? Yeah, we'll just keep Yuffie in there. Alright, let's do it. I guess, man, I probably shouldn't It's already 3:41. Because it's probably going to spark a long story. Cinematic piece that I probably don't have time for. But whatever, let's dig into it. Why not? Home sweet home.
Wait, what? I thought...
Cloud, look at this. It's brand new. They rebuilt the whole village.
Don't scare me like that. Thought Cloud might have lost it again. I mean, I thought he got us lost, because it looks different. So, who do you think rebuilt it?
Shinra.
Never mind all that. We've got a terminal to find.
This is Nebel.
Everybody stands around here with guns, no matter where you go in this world.
The food we
Everybody stays strapped up.
ship to us from company facilities. The stuff we get isn't bad per se, but we try to make it as appetizing as we can.
So those creepy
Guess we're going this way,
outfits
huh?
you see all the patients wearing? The company
Well, shit.
A lot of robes out here.
Yeah.
The reunion.
And look. Locals.
She say it like that.
Only they aren't quite the same, are they?
Hello there. Can I help you?
Greetings, good sir. I am a proud employee of Shinra Resorts. And since I was nearby, I thought I might pop in and check something on the company database.
And your companions?
Oh, them? They're...
I used to live here until, you know.
I see. And are you aware of what Nibelheim is now?
Nope. No idea.
5 years ago, Shinra assumed direct control over this village. It now serves as a treatment center for Mako poisoning. All property rights have been transferred. If that's why you're here, contact Special Facilities at Corporate. They'll be able to help you.
Very helpful. Thank you, sir. Ah, but the database. I'll not be a wee minute.
I'm sure you're eager to see your hometown, but please, don't stay too long.
Interesting. Interesting. Where is the story at? Where, oh where, main story, art thou be? Oh, I guess it's right there. Alright then, let's check this place out, huh?
You certainly don't look ill. Passing through, I take it? If you are feeling unwell, though, you'll have to wait. We need to tend to
Alright, so what are they talking about?
Question. This always been here?
Yeah.
It totally screams climb me, doesn't it? So, let's give the poor thing what it wants and see the sights.
Hey, don't just...
To look at this place, you never know.
Yeah.
So, which one's your house?
That one.
Aw, looks cozy. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
Nah, don't worry about it. It's all new to you. That building right there is the inn, where I stayed 5 years ago. You got the town hall, the general store, and that there, Tifa's house.
So let me guess. This is where you kept a lookout.
Huh?
Come on, you never came up here hoping she'd wave?
What?
That's not funny.
Wasn't trying to be, honestly. Just wanted to know.
Guess I can't go back because I definitely didn't like
Think I'm good where I am.
think about that.
I'll see you later.
Oh well. I guess nothing changed with her.
If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone.
Are you angry?
Mm-hmm.
At me?
Not at you. At everything. Must be nice. To have a friend you've known since you were a kid. Someone you can say, remember the time when? To. Someone you can reminisce with. I don't have anyone like that. And it feels like I'm being taunted for it. Which stings. More than it should. That is why I want to be alone. Plus, I might take it out on you, and I don't want that.
I don't mind.
Well, I do. And it'd only make me feel worse. Thank you, though. Really. I'll be down in a bit. See you then. Fresh
That was
air,
nice.
peace and quiet. Not a
Got
bad place to grow up.
emotionally aware Aerith here.
I know it's not the village you knew, but it's still nice. Fresh air, peace and quiet. Not a bad place to grow up.
Alright, let's go see what Chief was talking about.
Gotta lend the medical team a
This
hand
was her
someday.
house here.
This is where we care for the patients. We provide checkups, treatments.
You might have noticed how some of our patients have number tattoos on their arms.
Who is it? What is this for? I'm supposed to be playing Queen's Blood with the robe guy? Alright then.
I'm not sure why that is myself. Maybe it's
You know,
different symptoms?
I never understood it. Why'd my dad go into the reactor? Why chase Sephiroth? Thought about it ever since waking up in Corel. It just seemed like such a bad idea. I mean, what did he think he was gonna do? Fight a famous war hero and win? Well, he didn't. But after moving to Midgar, after making a life for myself, I finally realized where my dad was coming from. He was angry. And he'd had enough. Everything he'd worked so hard for had been destroyed in an instant. All that he'd built for himself, for us, gone. Sephiroth had burned it to the ground. That's why he went, even though he had to have known how it'd end.
I see.
And like him, I took my pain, my grief, everything I was feeling. I took it all and turned it into anger. Anger that led me to Avalanche. The problem is, anger doesn't last. So when Avalanche started to become more violent, there wasn't enough left to hold back the fear and the doubt. It was taking a toll. Then you turned up.
Like it was fate.
Yeah, like it was fate. A lot's happened, but now that we're here, I know this was the right decision. Because now I know they rebuilt everything, tried to sweep what they did under the rug and pretend it never even happened. But I won't let them. I can't. Sephiroth and his cruelty. Shinra and their lies. I'm sick of all of it.
Same, bro.
Hey.
I don't think that was the answer, though.
Kids, how you'd, you know, always be looking at me.
What?
Every time we made eye contact, you'd look away. And when I tried to talk to you, you'd ignore me.
Not surprised. I was a pain in the ass as a kid.
I was the opposite. I needed everyone to like me all the time. Part of me still does, I think. Kinda hate that about myself.
Oh, it didn't make the relationship any
Gotta
deeper.
get it together.
I feel like I need to restart this, you know what I mean? Just missing out here. But I don't think I could actually load 3:43. That was 11 minutes ago. And it looks like that's where we landed. I don't feel like doing all that. Yeah, I remember this. In the original game, you had to play Aerith's theme song on this piano in order to get her final limit break. It's pretty cool.
Gotta get it together.
And I just noticed here on this poster, ruby red, Corel's unique red rocks. So in the original game, there is a weapon, one of like the big weapons or whatever, big monster weapons or whatever. I think its name was Ruby, but nevertheless, it was in the desert at Corel. You would go there to fight it. One of the tougher battles of the game, of course.
You think someone would brief us on these things?
I think it might have actually been the toughest battle, if I remember right. Because there's the underwater weapon, which wasn't that hard. You just had to find the underwater materia or something like that, so that you could battle underwater without having to worry about drowning. And once you found that, I remember the battle being kind of easy. But then there was Ruby, and one of the challenges that I remember about Ruby was that it would like
I came up around here.
take
It's strange.
take your characters out of the game, like out of the battle, submerge them into the sand or something like that.
Fine, if you're that desperate to buy something.
But yeah, let's see what we got here. Might as well buy some more potions. Top it off to 15. And I think that's probably it. Oh, a weapon. Might as well. Ah, new armor. I guess we'll buy 9 or 2 of these. One has good magic defense. Alright, we'll just buy a couple of these, maybe one of these. This man puts the wearer's muscles to the absolute limits. Fascinating. Brings up everybody's attack. You got more cards. Interesting. This is like the only thing I really don't have. So we'll get one. Maybe 2, you know?
This isn't your home anymore. Remember that, all right?
What you trying to say, bro?
Another 6 months and I'm out of here.
Who's over here? The Nid Dog Hotel. Oh.
They're everywhere you look. You don't really think that all these guys decided to get up and shuffle over here of their own accord, do you? Course not. This is Shinra's doing. First, they raise a whole village because it suits them. Then they build a fake one right on top of it. We can't let those corporate bastards keep getting away with this shit. We gotta do something, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah, you're right. Screw them.
That's the spirit. Screw them. We'll make them pay for what they did to y'all's home.
See, I don't know. I kind of wonder if like these interactions with the other characters are just kind of defining your own personality. Because yeah, so far Barrett and Aerith are top of the relationship totem pole, I guess. I guess we need to find Yuffie
To look after these people when I lived in
and Red. I think I just saw one of them. Oh nah. Man, where they at?
You're all right.
Oh, there's Yuffie over there. What's that?
I'll take it. Looks like the reactor's not too far. Hey, Cloud, ever been up there before?
Yeah.
Oh? Then give me the skinny. What was it like? Was there buttloads of Mako? What about, say, materia? Put your fingertips together.
Just say yep.
Yep. Some of them even form naturally.
No way! Naturally? Oh man, you got my mouth watering. Arms tight to the ears. And what are we waiting for? That materia needs me. Your arms straight.
Alright, I guess we need to find Red. And Kate.
Well now, who might you be? Ah, that's right. You're the ones Nick was talking about. New in town, aren't you?
I think this is Cloud's house.
In that case, you ought to know better than to interrupt a busy chef, hmm?
I can leave.
No, I don't mind. Could use someone to talk to anyway. Then again, I sense you're not much of a chatterbox.
Well, I think this is gonna be it right here because I gotta get ready to go. And I think I'll just leave it right here as a way to be like, yo, I just need to go in here. So we'll just end it here. Did we get to save? I think I did. I forgot already. Alright then, so there you have it. Another day in the books. Another day. Just a quick recap. Today we talked about why most people quit too early. And we kind of covered areas such as fitness, relationships, careers, and streaming. And the main idea was that we need to be aware and realize and recognize the middle ground, the middle area. That things are great, fantastic even, and exciting and brand new at the start. And even in the end, you know, if you make it there, you know, you push through and continue on. The beginning and the end are typically very rewarding, both emotionally and maybe financially or whatever, right? Well, starting is probably not as much financially, but they're rewarding in a big emotional sense because it's a brand new thing and you're excited to do it, whether it is a new workout plan, you're trying to get your life, live a more healthy lifestyle, or if it is a new relationship and you know you got the brand new honeymoon, butterflies and all that stuff, right? A great time to be in, always exciting, thrilling, whatever. And then of course you got careers, like when you start a new job, that's always nice, usually nice. And you know, assuming it's something you want to do, something that you think you might make a long career out of it, it's always a good time starting out. You know, you typically, I would say more commonly, get a promotion and sense of financial gain, and you just take on new challenges. So it's great in the beginning. And then with streaming, it was kind of my own relatable area, is that when starting out, streaming is fun. You know, you're doing something brand new, you're playing with all these new tools and everything like that, and it's great. You're even starting to meet new people, and maybe it's not a lot of people, it's 1-2 people here and there, but it's great. It's a good time, you know. And what this talk or this chat was about was that middle ground area. And when you reach that area past the newness of everything, when you're in fitness and your gains start to really mellow out, you know, you start to kind of plateau. And maybe if your goal was to lose weight, you know, the scale starts evening out. You know, you lose weight typically starting out, you tend to lose a little bit more right at the start in the first like month or two, maybe even less than that, and then it kind of plateaus out. And you just have to be aware of that. With relationships, same thing. That kind of newness wears off, and you get into the thickness of just being with somebody. And what that entails a lot of times is difficult conversations, and just different scenarios that are not always fun. Maybe there's betrayal or whatever, you know, and you just have to kind of work through those things and understand that, well, not necessarily betrayal, but the tough conversations and the hard scenarios, those are normal, and they should be more or less embraced and looked upon as an opportunity to learn and grow, individually and as a couple. And then we talk about careers. I already talked about that. And then we talk about Oh, I guess that's it. Yeah, that's all. But yeah, so in closing, you know, most people don't fail at the top. They leave in the middle. And the middle is where winners are built. So stay strong, stay consistent, just like the last couple of streams. Build a routine, like I am with streaming, you know, Sundays, Tuesdays, I'm sorry, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Those are my days for streaming. It's just what I do. So I don't have to think about it more so as far as the schedule and when I'm going on. But that is just like what I do. You know, today, Saturday afternoon, it's rolling around. It's like, yep, it's about that time, you know. It just takes the guesswork out of it and kind of the emotional response of, do I feel like streaming? Nah, not really. Or yes, I do. And alternatively, it's more just like, yes, that is what I do. Just like going to the gym on a regular basis or something like that, you know, kind of get into that routine and build that consistency. So keep that in mind. Recognize those things that people tend to give reasons for quitting. And in many cases, remember that, especially with streaming and fitness goals even, a lot of times it's not an overnight thing. It's not even a short-term thing. And when I say short-term, I'm talking, you know, months. And even in streaming, you know, it's not an overnight popularity thing. It's not a get-rich-quick thing. It is all very much a marathon. So continue on, keep your head down, keep pushing, even on those days you don't feel like it. Keep the discipline and keep it up. That will close it out for today. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, spending time with me, chatting with me, and whatever. And I always look forward to the next time, meeting new people and the likes. So next stream will be tomorrow, Sunday night. I booted up about 7 o'clock and we go till about 10 o'clock, maybe later, maybe shorter, but more than likely at least 10 and probably later. So join me in tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, and we will talk about, what's on the schedule here. Tomorrow we will talk about, where we at? Oh, the difference between love and attachment. So yeah, we'll dig into that and see what it's all about. Talk about observations and experiences and take it from there. So yeah, tomorrow, Sunday, which I believe is the 1st, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Until then, hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk tomorrow.